Good afternoon or good morning. I'm not sure what time your session is there. Sorry I can't be with you to enjoy Resilient Cities as I normally am every year. But being that as it is, thanks to Tony for organizing this session and allowing me to submit my experience with establishing an EPIC partnership in Durban over the last year or so. My name is Sean O'Donoghue. I manage the Climate Change Adaptation Function in the city of Durban, also known as eThekwini Municipality. And we have an existing transdisciplinary research partnership with our local tertiary academic institution, the University of KwaZulu-Natal. And that has been going since 2011, and we are always looking for new and innovative ways that we can improve the transdisciplinary outcomes and the capacity building of our participants in the program. And so when Tony approached me a year or two ago about participating in an EPIC training event in Bonn, exactly a year ago, in the last Resilient Cities Congress, I was very interested to participate because I know, and you'll have heard a lot about EPIC already, but for me, EPIC really addresses African needs nicely because it makes use of youth and innovation and all the talent that's at universities, and it helps address resource challenges where you're using students who might otherwise, the funding might otherwise have to go to consultants to do the research. So that's a really nice concept for me. It's making use of our youth and providing them with capacity to enter into the real world, and it's something good for their CVs. So anyway, our experience is probably going to be mirrored by some of the other African experiences after the Cape Town training event that Global Adaptation Network and a number of other organizations sponsored, led by the EPIC crowd and, of course, Tony. An African network of EPIC was launched. And so we have a number of other city pairings that are likely to be providing their updates on their progress on the website that's being managed by the University of Lusaka. And I'm sure you're going to hear from Gilbert today as well. So our experience has probably been pretty similar to them. So quite a few skeptics in the university that we've approached, but that's fine. We expect that. We have also had a positive response from some researchers and teachers, and it's those researchers that we've been working with. We have been a little bit advantaged in that we've got a project called the Palmead River Rehabilitation Project. We were working with the community in an informal settlement to address challenges in that community, and we already have a number of research projects that we'd like done for that project. So that provided us with a very nice pilot to try an EPIC partnership, and that's what we're doing. So that's going to be run in the second half of this second semester of this academic year, so from July till October, and we're using third-year students to do from a particular class to do a number of these projects. So that's a little bit different to a full-blown EPIC partnership where you've got a range of different disciplines doing projects. We've got a class of students doing a number of projects, so we'll see how that goes, and we'll be able to report on it. And I think that's one of the things that I like to say is, you know, with our different conditions in different universities and cities in Africa and America and wherever else EPIC is implemented, we're going to have different approaches that we're going to need to do, and we're going to have to adapt the approach to something that fits us. We're certainly planning on implementing a full-scale EPIC program after the pilot, and we've secured funding to do a third phase of our Global Environmental Change Research Project, which is part of the Durban Research Action Partnership. And if this pilot goes well, then we'll do the full program, EPIC program, within the next year or two, depending on how our partnership, DRAC goes, procurement. The other thing that we can say about our experience with EPIC up to now is that students have indicated quite a lot of interest in it, so that's quite nice. Despite it being this new thing, people are interested, and that's going to be useful. We do have our program. We've been fortunate to secure funding through our National Research Foundation to establish a community of practice focused primarily around biodiversity. That's a key focus of ours in the city. And in this program, this community of practice will help support our EPIC implementation. So that's great news, and we're ready to go with our pilot. So yeah, we'll be able to tell you in a year's time. Hopefully we can maybe do an update in person next year at Resilient Cities in Bonn and let you know how our pilot is going. Okay, that's all for now. Thanks very much. Cheers, Tony.